Carrying on. Now, camera is an odd one. Now, on paper, there's almost no change to the camera when it comes to the resolution, to the megapixels. So we still have a 200 megapixel wide, 10 megapixel telephoto, 50 megapixel periscope telephoto, and a 50 megapixel ultra wide. But what they have done this year is that as far as the periscope telephoto and the wide go, we do now have better aperture. So the wide goes to f1.4 and the periscope goes to f2.8, which means that it can take in more light, which should lead to better images. But I'm curious on this one. Do you guys consider this an upgrade or an incremental one? Because I think it's an incremental upgrade. When it comes to the selfie camera was where I saw my biggest disappointment. It is an absolute no-go that a flagship Samsung device still has a 12 megapixel camera with an f2.2 aperture, which is only 26 millimeters wide. It's an absolute no-go for me. That has to change. It has to become at least a 32 or a 50 megapixel camera by next year. And I don't just mean that the resolution, the megapixels have to increase, but I also think that considering what Apple has done with the selfie camera, where you can shoot both vertically and horizontally and given it a square lens and all those things, have to happen at Samsung as well. Alright, now as far as samples that I've got are concerned, listen, I'm not going to talk about the quality at all because that's not fair to Samsung after having spent almost no time with them and quickly taking these pictures in just a matter of a few minutes, but I will show them to you. And first and foremost, we've got some zoom shots. Now, this is obviously ultra wide, then we've got the wide, then we go into 3x, then we go into 5x, 10x, and we zoom in further. Apart from that, I took some shots right out the window. We've got those as well. Some decent shots, nice color, pretty good representation of the day. We've got 100x zoom as well. This is what it was, wide, and then I zoomed in on that 100x, so that was there as well. Then we've also got a new feature called horizontal lock, and I don't understand why they didn't call it horizon lock, because that's what it's called throughout the industry, but they were unsure if they were the first. They aren't. Motorola had this, I think, 2 years ago, but I'm very happy to have seen it. If you don't know what horizon lock is, in very simple terms, you could take a camera, you could switch that on, you could twist the camera around, even spin it completely, face it downward, and so on and so forth, and the horizon would stay leveled. It is really good to take nice stable footage, and here's a sample I have of that. So if you'll notice, I went up the stairs and I came down and I'm moving the phone all around. But apart from the tilts on the vertical angle, nothing else is being registered on the sides. And I think that that is so incredibly impressive. Now, thanks to the new aperture, we obviously have new low light features and Samsung claims it's much better. They did have a small little scenario where we could try it out. I'm not going to comment on it because it was just one little scenario, but the speed of capture was pretty good and the result was okay. But again, not commenting on it. We'll check this out in my review.